The present continuous. This tense describes what is happening at the time of speaking or writing. It is similar to the English ing form, the gerund. Examples in English would be I'm washing up, I'm watching the TV, I'm listening to the radio. In this lesson we'll look at Spanish verbs in the present continuous tense with a focus on irregular present participles. We're going to answer these questions. How do I form the present continuous verbs? And we'll do a recap of the previous lesson. And also, what are the irregular present participles? Our aims are to learn how to recognise irregular present continuous tense verbs and to learn how to form irregular present continuous tense verbs. For example, estoy escuchando música, I am listening to music. Estamos tocando la guitarra, we are playing the guitar. Están jugando al fútbol, they are playing football. Está comiendo en un restaurante. He or she is eating in a restaurant, or you formal are eating in a restaurant. Here's a quick reminder of how the Spanish continuous tense is formed. Estar in the present tense. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. Plus the stem, which is the infinitive minus the AR, ER or IR. And then the ending, which for AR verbs is ando, and for ER and IR verbs is yendo. Here we see some examples of regulars. Estoy cantando, I am singing. Estamos comiendo, we are eating. Están escribiendo, they are writing. Irregular present participles. If the stem of ER or IR verbs ends in a vowel, as in these examples, yendo changes to yendo. Whenever an unstressed I appears between two vowels, the spellings always change to a Y, not just in the following gerunds. Pause the recording and copy down the chart, completing the English column by using a dictionary so you know what they mean. You will use them in the next activity, so it is important that you do this part. Now translate the following verbs. Remember to choose the correct form of estar, and then conjugate the verb in the steps you've already used. But remember, these all follow a slightly different pattern as per the chart that you've just copied down. Maybe try thinking out in your head before you actually write it down. But if you need to, check the chart that you've just copied down as a reference tool. Pause the video, complete the activity and then self-mark your work. And remember, if you get it wrong, correct your answer so you learn from your mistake. Número 1. You, singular, are falling. Estás cayendo. Número 2. We are reading. Estamos leyendo. Número 3. They are going. Están yendo. Número 4. You, plural, are attracting. Estáis atrayendo. Número 5. She is excluding. Está excluyendo. Número 6. I am contributing. Estoy contribuyendo. Número 7. They are building. Están construyendo. Número 8. I am hearing. Estoy oyendo. How did you get on? Just remember to correct any mistakes you've made before you carry on, so you can learn from your mistakes. Today we've looked at Spanish verbs in the present continuous tense with a focus on irregular present participles. We've had a quick recap on how to form the present continuous verbs, and we've also asked what are the irregular present participles. Our aims were to learn how to recognise irregular present continuous tense verbs and to learn how to form irregular present continuous verbs. Muy bien. Adiós.